They say football is just a game. But to those who have lived it, it's a story of dreams, sacrifice, and immortality. On fields of mud and grass, from forgotten corners of the world, rise the few. The ones who see the game differently. They are not born legends. They are shaped by failure, by pain, by that endless hunger to be remembered. Some played with joy so pure it made the world fall in love again. Others with such fury that victory became inevitable. Some were artists, painting beauty with every touch. Others were warriors, unyielding in their fight. And a rare few became something greater. Symbols of an era, echoes of greatness that will never fade. They carried nations, defined generations, and gave meaning to millions who never even met them. Their stories are not just about goals or trophies, they are about heart, destiny, and the unbreakable spirit that turns men into myths. These are the ones who made time stand still, who made us believe that, for 90 minutes, anything was possible. This is not just their story, it's ours. Because when they played, we all dreamed. Welcome to Football Legends. Every generation has its heroes. But once in a lifetime, someone comes along who changes everything. Not just the game, but the meaning of greatness itself. Cristiano Ronaldo is more than a footballer. He's an idea, a relentless force of ambition, discipline, and belief. They said he was too skinny. They said he was too arrogant. They said he'd never last. But every doubt became fuel. Every failure became motivation. From a poor neighborhood on the island of Madeira to the grandest stadiums on Earth, Old Trafford, the Bernabeu, the Allianz, the World Cup stage. Ronaldo's story isn't just about football. It's about obsession, about the pursuit of perfection. And by the end of this story, you'll understand why Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just a player. He's a phenomenon who refused to stop. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born in 1985 in Funchal, Madeira, a small island off the coast of Portugal. His family didn't have much. His father worked as a kitman at a local club. His mother cooked and cleaned to keep food on the table. Football wasn't just a game for Cristiano. It was his escape. He spent hours playing barefoot on narrow streets, using anything he could find as a ball. Even then, people could see it. That raw hunger in his eyes, that refusal to lose. At just 12 years old, he left home for Lisbon to join Sporting CP's academy. Alone, far from his family, he often cried at night. But giving up wasn't an option. He trained harder than anyone, stayed longer on the pitch, and worked until exhaustion. Coaches said they'd never seen such dedication. In 2003, during a preseason match against Manchester United, an 18-year-old Ronaldo turned defenders inside out. His dribbles were electric, his pace unstoppable. United's players returned to the locker room in awe, telling Sir Alex Ferguson, "You have to sign him." That night changed everything. Within weeks, Cristiano Ronaldo became a Manchester United player. The world was about to meet a future legend. When Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in 2003, he was all flair and flash, stepovers, tricks, and teenage confidence. The English media didn't know what to make of him. Some called him selfish. Others mocked him for his fancy footwork. But behind the glamour was a machine in the making. Sir Alex Ferguson became his mentor, guiding him, molding him, and at times protecting him from criticism.
Well, he does take great free kicks. I mean, he's a marvellous striker of the ball. And I think I was overdue, really, because he's hit some great free kicking that have come very, very close in the last few weeks. And I'm pleased for the boy.
Ronaldo listened, learned, and evolved. He spent extra hours in the gym, working on his body. He studied defenders, trained free kicks, improved his finishing. He wasn't content with being talented. He wanted to be unstoppable. By 2006, the transformation was complete. Ronaldo had turned from a flashy winger into one of the most dangerous forwards in Europe. His pace, precision, and confidence were unmatched. The 2007-08 season cemented his status among football's elite. Ronaldo scored 42 goals in all competitions, helping United win the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. In Moscow, he scored the opening goal of the final, and despite missing his penalty in the shootout, lifted the trophy with tears of joy. That year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, proof that the boy from Madeira had become the best in the world. His goals, like the free kick against Portsmouth or his soaring header against Chelsea, weren't just highlights. They were statements. Each one whispered the same message: "I'm not done yet." But even as he dominated England, his eyes were already on a new challenge: Spain. In the summer of 2009, Ronaldo joined Real Madrid for a world record fee. The pressure was enormous. The world expected magic. Ronaldo delivered something greater: history. From his very first game, he made it clear that he wasn't there to participate. He was there to dominate. He scored in his debut, then in his next game, then again and again. Every goal seemed to defy logic. Over 9 unforgettable seasons, Ronaldo became Real Madrid's all-time top scorer. 450 goals in 438 appearances. That's more goals than games. It's almost superhuman. He lifted 4 Champions League trophies, 2 La Ligas, and countless other titles. He battled injuries, criticism, and the shadow of Lionel Messi. But he never flinched. Instead, he turned their rivalry into fuel, driving himself to reach levels the sport had never seen. There were moments that defined him. The hat-trick against Atletico Madrid in the 2017 Champions League semi-finals. The penalty against Juventus in the 2017 final. Arms outstretched, calm in chaos. And then the moment that took everyone's breath away. The bicycle kick in Turin. The ball soared into the top corner, and even Juventus fans stood and applauded. Ronaldo looked around in disbelief, not at the goal, but at the crowd's respect.
At Madrid, he became not just a legend, but an icon. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, the world watched. He lived for the biggest games, thrived under the heaviest pressure, and redefined what consistency meant. Yet, after 9 years of dominance, something inside him sought change. In 2018, after winning his 5th Champions League, Ronaldo walked off the pitch in Kiev knowing his chapter at Real Madrid was complete. He left behind a dynasty and a legacy that may never be matched. At 33, when most players begin to slow down, Cristiano Ronaldo took another risk. He moved to Juventus, a new country, a new language, a new challenge. Critics said it was too late. He was too old. But once again, Ronaldo proved everyone wrong. He adapted instantly, becoming the fastest player in Juventus history to reach 50 goals. He scored in big matches, led his team to 2 Serie A titles, and continued to perform at the highest level. Then came that goal, the incredible header against Sampdoria, where he seemed to hang in the air for an eternity before powering the ball into the net. It wasn't human. It was Ronaldo defying gravity itself. But despite his brilliance, the Champions League eluded Juventus. Knockout heartbreaks followed, and for once, it seemed like Ronaldo couldn't will his team to victory alone.
Still, his time in Italy wasn't a failure. It was another chapter of dominance, proof that his hunger didn't fade even as the years passed. In 2021, football came full circle. Cristiano Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, the place where his legend began. The announcement broke the internet. The world couldn't believe it. And when he stepped back onto the pitch at Old Trafford, it was like time had stopped. 2 goals, arms wide, fans chanting "See you." It was magic. He ended that season as United's top scorer, carrying the team through difficult times. But behind the goals, the club was in chaos. Managerial changes, poor results, and internal conflict created tension. In 2022, after a controversial interview, Ronaldo's time at Manchester United came to a painful end. It wasn't the farewell he deserved, but in typical Ronaldo fashion, he didn't dwell on it. He moved forward, because that's what he's always done. When Ronaldo signed for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia in 2023, many said it was the end of his career. But for him, it was something new, a chance to inspire a different part of the world. He embraced the challenge with the same fire he had at 18. He became a symbol of global football's expansion, bringing attention, excitement, and dreams to a new generation of fans. Even in his late 30s, Ronaldo continued to break records, scoring goals and leading by example. He didn't slow down, because for him, football isn't a job, it's who he is. 5 Ballon d'Ors, over 850 career goals, hundreds of records. But statistics alone can't define Cristiano Ronaldo. His real legacy lives in his mentality, the belief that talent is nothing without effort, that success is earned, not given. The boy from Madeira showed the world that dreams don't come true by magic. They come true through work, pain, and relentless discipline. He trained when others rested, he pushed when others quit. He turned pressure into fuel, hate into motivation, and mistakes into lessons. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about falling, rising, and doing it all again, stronger every time. One day, he'll hang up his boots, but his impact will never fade. Kids from every corner of the world will keep shouting his name, mimicking his "See you," and believing that they too can achieve greatness. Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just a player. He's proof that no dream is too big, no mountain too high, and no obstacle too great for those who refuse to stop. If you enjoyed this journey through the life of Cristiano Ronaldo, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share your favorite Ronaldo memory in the comments. Because legends come and go, but Cristiano Ronaldo, he's forever.
Subscribing takes just 1 second, but it means the world to me. Your support values my time and effort, and I'll truly appreciate it.